Welcome to Monday, March 11th of 2024. It's another edition of Litter Media Live. With Aaron Glandon, I'm Dan Ramey. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here today.
Good morning.
And you might notice a little difference here today. You were trimming your beard.
I was trimming my beard. And I never do this when I trim my beard, but I thought, you know what, I'll clean up the lines above on my face. I'll do that a little bit. And so I started doing that, and I went too low on one side, and I thought, I'll just even it up on the other side. But then on that side, I went even lower, and I just kept going down and down until eventually I had a chin strap, and that didn't look very good. So,
Trying to think of the guy's name, Hader. He was on the Saturday Night Live cast. Was it John?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. He had this full beard, but then shaved half of it. And he was clean shaven on one side, but the full bushy beard was still on the other side. Looked pretty cool. You could have done that.
I don't think I've ever seen Bill Hader with a beard.
Really?
I've only seen him clean shaven. Or we're probably talking about a different person.
That may be. I just had a different name. So this guy used to do the MacGruber bits.
Nothing.
Nearly 50 years of Saturday Night Live. They all kind of run together after a while, I suppose. All right, we will jump into, because it's not what it used to be, that's for sure. Let's jump into what the weather is doing for us here today. Sunshine has returned, be warmer, a high of 54. We will run into a circumstance overnight. We'll have low temperatures again around freezing, but then back up to warmth again for Tuesday, looking for highs around 63. By Thursday, we should see our temperatures back into the 70s.
That's Bill Hader.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. So I was on the right path.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with news. We've had a lot of sports over the weekend. We've got a local state champion in wrestling, and we'll also jump into this state in history. But where are we starting first here with our sponsorship?
We're starting with Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
Aha.
And if you need a cleanup job, these are the guys that you want to call, 740-253-8389. You can go to our website, littermedia.com, and click on this ad anywhere you see it, and it'll take you to the Scioto Valley Dumpsters Facebook page where you can get more information. What do you think about that, Dan?
For Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When insuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
At Rathkamp Financial, we act as your advocate in all wealth matters. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
You can always take a look at our website, littermedia.com, and follow us on our social media pages, Litter Media X, also Facebook, which you're watching right now. You're already on there. And YouTube, which is a free subscription service, and Litter Media Radio, which is live right now. Let's take a look at some of the news topics for today. And we begin with Gus Macker. Told you back in January that Gus Macker was making its way to the Chillicothe area yet again, and you can go ahead and roll footage, as they say.
Rolling.
I managed to attend a meeting Thursday as they were organizing, getting things ready to go. And part of that is they're looking for sponsorship. And
we'll be around. We also need volunteers. We had a volunteer meeting. We have a number of groups who have said that they will help us. We need volunteers in registration, hydration stations, security, trash. It takes about 100 to 150 volunteers. So there's room for everyone, and we'll be doing training. So it's a good opportunity to give back to the community, and it's going to be so exciting.
Dr. Sheila Gray, along with Cheryl Beverly, and there you see Scott McNeil, who is Gus Macker. You can reach out to Beverly at 740-703-9615 or Dr. Gray at 740-701-4427 if you would like to volunteer or be a sponsor. Now, we will tell you the Gus Macker participation sign-up has already started, so get your 3-on-3 teams together, and you can go to macker.com and select Chillicothe, and you'll jump right in there and get registered and ready to go.
There you go. The Rulon Center will hold an open house for the public on March 15th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 400 Chamber Drive in Chillicothe to celebrate its 5th anniversary of helping men who seek recovery from substance abuse. The Rulon Center is a 36-bed residential facility that has recently upgraded its recovery support and treatment curriculum. The Rulon Center was named after the Scioto Paint Valley Mental Health Center's Board of Trustees member Marsha Rulon. Rulon was honored at the recent Board of Trustees meeting for her 40 years of board membership, the longest any board member has served since the agency opened in 1965.
Helping the Homeless, the Integrated Services Behavioral Help Housing Team now has a dedicated phone line, and that accepts calls from people experiencing homelessness in Athens, Gallia, Hocking, Jackson, Meigs, Perry, Ross, and Vinton counties. All calls regarding homelessness assistance received by the local offices in these counties will be forwarded to the Housing Data Team at 740-270-6701.
And you can find that number in our scroller as the rest of this show goes on. A week after the first superload headed out from Adams County, an identical second is due to follow the same route this week. ODOT and the Ohio State Highway Patrol will escort the second large load beginning Thursday, March 14th. It is scheduled to depart the same dock east of Manchester around 8 a.m. Due to St. Patrick's Day, the city of Columbus will not allow the load to move through the city on Sunday, March 17th, so it will remain at Rickenbacker Airport until Saturday, March 23rd. It is scheduled to reach Hebron on Monday, March 25th.
The second annual Floor BWXT Diversity Council's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Art Contest received nearly 50 entries from Pike County students this year. The Diversity Council sponsors the yearly contest as a way to encourage students to learn more about the work of Dr. King. This year's theme was Be Love, and students were encouraged to use their creativity to share the message with the community.
The Majestic Theater kicks off a series of big spring concerts opening April 5th with Lights Out, a Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons tribute. Visit the Majestic Theater website or Facebook for ticket information.
Bon Jovi, Garth Brooks, let's see, the Eagles.
Elton John, I see.
Tributes all there. Brass Metropolis is going to be there, and my all-time favorite band is Chicago, and that's what Brass Metropolis is a tribute to. And I was talking with a buddy of mine, Don Irvin. He was part of a tribute band that we had in high school, in which we played a Chicago medley, and we had, I think there was 10 members of us. They were all together. I'm trying to remember who all played in this, but it was pretty cool. We did it for our talent show, and here 35, 40 years later, we're having breakfast at a gathering, and Don says to me, you know, Ramey, we probably did a tribute. So we've already done the first Chicago tribute band back in the 1970s.
I couldn't name you a single Chicago song.
25 or 6 to 4?
Nope.
Make Me Smile?
Nope.
Do you really know what time it is? Or does anybody know what time it is? Yeah.
None of these are ringing a bell.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You couldn't name a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song.
No, I couldn't. Lizard Wizard. Is it Lizard Wizard or Lizards Wizards?
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
I see. That's kind of like Dr. Tooth and the Electric Band.
Sure.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
The Muppets.
I feel like I wasn't a big Sesame Street kid. I like the Count.
I recall, and Dan Jr. was a kid at this time. This is when Born to Run was a hit song from Bruce Springsteen. And they had a Bruce Springsteen Muppet wearing the jean jacket with the cutoff sleeves and everything. And it was Baby We Were Born to Add. It was the parody song they did.
That's good.
It was pretty cool. So, and the Count Guy Smiley was my favorite.
I don't know which one that one is.
He's the regular announcer that they would have a studio announcer, and he was the guy.
Okay.
Guy Smiley.
Yeah.
They would do like game show hosts and that kind of thing.
I always thought Big Bird was kind of freaky.
Yeah.
He's unsettling.
He's big,
Yeah.
and that's part of it. The unsettling one was Oscar the Grouch.
No, he's cool.
No, he's unsettling to me. Lives in a trash can, and he's always complaining.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Big Bird and Barney the Purple Dinosaur?
That's a good question. I would say Big Bird.
I think so too. Barney's too slow, it seems like.
Barney's too slow. He's got short arms. He wouldn't be able to really do much. He might throw his tail and take Big Bird's legs out from underneath of him.
Yeah.
That's a
I
possibility.
think Big Bird could jump over the tail.
He might be able to do that. Yeah. He might also take his beak and go into him, that kind of thing.
Comment who you think.
Or why it's even a subject of conversation. All right, coming up, a look at sports, and we're not talking about celebrity fights between Muppets and kid characters. See, Barney loves everybody, so
That's
I don't
true.
think he
Yeah.
could really fight. I don't think he would want to fight.
You're right.
And Big Bird, well, feathers would fly. Coming up, a look at sports. We've got a lot of things going on there we'll share with you. But first, I want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If your comfort in your home is not what you think it should be, it's probably due to the heating, the cooling, or the plumbing. Accurate can take care of that for you. Give them a call. You can click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. And for those of you listening on Litter Media Radio, you can go right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com. But if you click on this ad, it takes you right to that website, and you can learn more about the services of Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Archway of Opportunities is a scholarship program. It can include the crew members and it can include managers. The scholarship is $2,500 for crew members and it's $3,000 for managers. For my store alone, we've had $35,000 go out just in 1 year. And for all 7 of our stores, we had $66,000 in scholarship funds.
In sports, we're going to start with high school wrestling. They had the championship matches yesterday and the placing matches because they placed, if you make it on the podium, you're one of the top 8 wrestlers in the state.
Yes.
So congratulations, first of all, to the champion, which is McKenna Kraft. She found herself winning yet again. This is 3 consecutive state championships for McKenna. She... do we have a picture of McKenna for here, or did you just
These
grab
are
this
just
one?
the results.
Okay. McKenna, fantastic wrestler. She's only 100 pounds, but she won the state championship her freshman year, And then last year was the first year they had it for girls sanctioned by the OHSAA. She won that one. And this year she completed a 32-0 mark. Congratulations to McKenna winning that state championship yesterday. The top area wrestler here from Chillicothe was Kanan Smith. Placed third as a freshman last year. He placed third again this year. His dad is his coach, who placed third when he was in high school, and they are the top performers in Chillicothe history as far as placement in the state. So congratulations to Kanan Smith, and let's get it done in the next couple of years. I have a good feeling for this young man the next couple of years. But we had some other kids that found themselves placing in the top 8, and you can read about those on our website, littermedia.com, and I think we had 30 kids participating this year, and of the 18 who placed, half of them were girls.
Wow.
How about that? So well done, kids. Congratulations to you. All SOC girls basketball honors have been released. The SOC Player of the Year for Division I is Abby Knapp. She goes to Green. The Coach of the Year is Melissa Knapp, also from Green. SOC Player of the Year, Morgan Lyons from South Gallia. The Coach of the Year is South Gallia's Corey Small. And the SOC 3 Player of the Year, Emma Sayre of West. Co-Coaches of the Year, Chuck Miller of Minford and Larry Howe from West. And I believe you have the boys.
Oh, I do have the boys. All SOC boys basketball honors. SOC 1 Player of the Year is Cody Metzler. Notre Dame Coach of the Year, Matt Mater. SOC 2 Co-Players of the Year, Connor Lintz and Tanner Bolin. Northwest Coach of the Year, Rick Scarberry. SOC 3 Player of the Year, Jace Copley. And the Valley Coach of the Year is Alex Prater, Wheelersburg.
Actually, Copley plays for Valley. And
yes.
As Wheelersburg's Alex Prater. Yeah. And it was one and done for the Big Ten regular season champ, Ohio State women. The Lady Bucks still be headed to the NCAA basketball tournament, but they fell to Maryland on Friday. I mean, they started the tournament and then boom, they were gone. 82-61 the final there. And the OSU men picked up a win over Rutgers yesterday, 73-51. They have been hotter than a firecracker the last few weeks, and we hope that continues for Ohio State.
But the Cavs got a loss.
That they did. They fell to Brooklyn. The Nets taking charge, 120-101.
Let them know.
And we did. There you have a look at sports. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date on this date in history as we take the Litter Media Wayback Machine to 1779.
But first, Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Kingston National Bank was founded in 1909 by local businessmen. The concept of a local bank supporting our community's financial needs with local decisions made sense. This is Phil Evans, President and CEO of Kingston National Bank. I invite you to make KNB your bank. We continue to make local decisions that benefit our communities. Experience innovative products and excellent customer service. When you need us most, you can count on KNB. Our community, your bank. Kingston National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This date in history takes us to 1779 when the Congress, at that point, established the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, all to help plan, design, and prepare environmental and structural facilities for the U.S. Army. Made up of civilian workers, members of the Continental Army, and French officers, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers played an essential role in the critical Revolutionary War battles of Bunker Hill, Saratoga, and Yorktown. How about that?
How about that?
And they're still building things today, which included the flood wall around Chillicothe. If I'm not mistaken, that was a U.S. Army Corps of Engineer project.
That's impressive.
More history for you.
Yeah. Also on this day in 1779, Mike Smith was born.
That was not in the script. And that was totally made by the guy who's beardless now. So, all right, tomorrow, do we have anything scheduled for tomorrow? I don't think we do.
We did, but we don't anymore.
Well, yeah, that was Death in the Family rescheduled that chat that we were going to have tomorrow, so we'll have that on a later date. Yes. But we can tell you that we'll have this daily program return again, and we got some things to do this afternoon, and so who knows what we'll stumble into that might become part of the stories for tomorrow.
Maybe some wacky shenanigans will ensue.
You never know. Don't forget, if you missed any of the scores from over the weekend, the tournament basketball contests, they do continue, and regional action for the boys taking place this weekend. For the girls, they're on to the Final Four this week in all the divisions. So you can find the scores and everything on our website, littermedia.com. Any final words?
Will Mike be here tomorrow, or are viewers stuck with me again?
Either way, I'm a blessed individual.
Either way, Dan will be here.
That's the plan. That's the plan. All right. Until then, we'll talk to you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.